It's Senior Day, and we'd like to take a few minutes to honor our seniors on the St. James team. First up, we have Jared Carlton. Jared began playing soccer when he was 5 years old and played every year until the end of his 5th grade year. Jared stopped playing soccer to pursue football. He started playing soccer again his 8th grade year and broke his leg. Jared was still in a brace when he tried out for St. James his freshman year. Jared is enjoying his senior year playing with the varsity team. Jared is undecided on his college but plans to major in engineering. Jared says, God has placed me in an environment for my high school career that has encouraged me to further pursue Him. My parents and St. James have helped me become a more responsible man and taught me the values of a Christian lifestyle. Being on the soccer team has introduced me to people who I'm sure will be lifelong friends. Jared Carlton. Next, we have Ian Deggendorf. Ian is the son of Mike and Judy. He has played for St. James since he was a freshman. Ian was 7 years old when he started playing soccer. He played with the United Soccer Club and remained with that team until last year when he joined KCSC. Lucas Podolski, Ian's favorite player, plays for Bayern Munich, his favorite soccer team. Ian hopes to play soccer and tennis in college and plans to study engineering or math. Ian's greatest memory is scoring the winning goal against Basel Linwood his sophomore year. Aaron says, my faith has grown in my 4 years at St. James, largely due to the great community, but also due to the soccer team because it is rooted in Phileo. Failure is not an option. This has taught me to achieve my best on and off the field, and especially in my faith. Ian Deggendorf. Next up is Liam Martin. Liam is the son of Philip and Susan. Liam started playing soccer when he was 4 years old. At the age of 12, he began playing with the Bonner Springs Bombers. When he was 13, he also played with Kansas Rush. Liam's played soccer for St. James since he was a freshman. His favorite player is Ian Deggendorf, and his favorite soccer team is St. James Thunder. College plans are still up in the air as he is still visiting colleges. He does plan on studying environmental science. His best soccer memory was winning state when he was a sophomore. Liam says, God has shown connection in my life through soccer by placing me in a great learning environment. This environment is based around family, laughter, and the desire for a higher purpose. The soccer field has not only become a place for sports, but a place to obtain life lessons and to find my faith. Liam Martin. Next up is Austin Merle. Austin is the son of Dean and Renee. He started playing soccer when he was 6 years old for Bates City Barbecue. He played soccer until 6th grade when it started conflicting too much with his other sports. Austin returned to soccer his junior year at St. James and really enjoys playing for the Thunder and with all the boys. He is undecided about his college choice but hopes to continue playing baseball. Austin's favorite soccer moment was starting his very first varsity game against St. Thomas Aquinas. Austin says, God has blessed me my 3 years at St. James by giving me friends I will never forget. My 3 years at St. James Academy have been one of the best experiences in my life. If it wasn't for St. James, I wouldn't be anywhere near the person I am today. I am thankful for St. James Academy. Austin Merle. Next up is Ben Kohanek. Within soccer, Ben has been a lot of things, from a Blue Devil to a Tiger to now Thunder. He has played on teams in Ohio, Maryland, Canada, and now Kansas. Prior to transferring to St. James, in his senior year, he played on the first team for Ridley College Prep. He will be retiring from competitive soccer this year after a 12-year career, but soccer will always be a part of his life. Ben says, since I moved to Kansas and became a student at St. James, I have felt a stronger presence of God. This new stronger presence has made me further realize how important my parents and friends are in my life. Ben Kohanek. Next up is Stephen Leinbach. Stephen is the son of Ron and Christina. He played soccer in Arizona from the age of 4 years old and retired when the family moved to Kansas at 11 years of age. He played midfielder for Tucson Mountain Soccer Club, which won a state cup his last year he played. Stephen returned to soccer his sophomore year at St. James when they won the state championship. Stephen's favorite team is Club Atlético Osasuna from his mother's hometown, Pamplona, Spain. He is undecided about which college to attend, but is looking to study mechanical engineering or sports medicine. His favorite memory is when he and Liam got to play forward against Christ Prep, where he scored a goal. Stephen says, God has influenced my life by showing me how to be patient, also how to make good decisions because I am responsible for my consequences. It has helped me prepare me for the rest of my life. Stephen Leinbach. Next up, we have Austin Denny. Austin is the son of Steve and Mary Ann. He played on the St. James JV team in his freshman year and varsity in his sophomore and senior years. Austin started playing soccer when he was 6 with AYSO. At 8, he moved to the Futura Football Club. 3 years ago, our coaches formed the Harambe Football Club. Austin still plays for the Legacy team. Austin would like to play soccer in college and he plans on majoring in biochemistry. His favorite player is Cristiano Ronaldo. Austin's best soccer memory is winning state with SJA in his sophomore year. Austin says, in my 4 years at St. James Academy, God has blessed me with a faith-filled community that has shaped me into the man I am today. Austin Denny. Next is Matt Gardner. Matt is the son of Steve and Stacy. He started playing rec soccer at age 5 and club soccer at age 10. Initially, he played for KC Legends and moved to his current club, KC Soccer, in 2008. Matt started playing at St. James as a freshman. He has many great memories of soccer at SJA. However, two of his favorites include getting to state in 2008 and winning the state championship in 2009. He plans to continue his love of soccer by playing at an intramural level in college, as a spectator, a referee, and hopefully someday coaching youth soccer. Matt plans to study engineering but is undecided on where. His most memorable moment was freshman year when he scored off a pass at sub-state playoff against Piper. Matt says, the day I chose St. James was the day I knew God was watching over me. I would not be the person I am today without him. He has blessed my life with a terrific family and amazing friends. I owe everything to him. Matt Gardner. Next, we have Connor Harris. Connor is the son of GJ and Stacy. Connor started playing soccer at the age of 3. After several years of playing rec, he went on to play with Premier with Kansas Rush. He then made the decision to go back to rec, where he stayed until joining the St. James soccer team as a freshman. Connor is currently the captain of the C team and has been fortunate enough to also suit up and play varsity. His favorite team is the Netherlands national team, and his favorite player is Johan Krupp. Connor's next adventure is life as a K-State Wildcat. Connor's most memorable moment was scoring the only goal against St. Thomas Aquinas in his first high school game freshman year. Connor says, over the past 4 years, God has blessed me with many things. The great community of faith that is St. James, and the ability to play soccer with great kids that will, I'm sure, be lifelong friends. Connor Harris. Next is Thomas Hinkle. Thomas is the son of Troy and Laura. He has been on the St. James soccer team since his freshman year. Thomas played rec soccer until the 6th grade when he switched to baseball. He resumed his soccer interest as a freshman. He has worked extremely hard to make up for lost time. His favorite team is Bayern Munich, and his favorite player is Thomas Mueller. His goal for college is to study medicine. His favorite moment, almost beating Aquinas when playing on the JV team his junior year. Thomas says, God has blessed me abundantly at St. James with good friends and role models. My teammates have shown me God in the way they play humbly for God. I've also been blessed with amazing coaches who have exhibited what Christian manhood looks like on a daily basis. Thomas Hinkle. Next is Andrew Kinski. Andrew is the son of John Mann. He has participated in the St. James soccer program since freshman year and is excited to be a member of the varsity team this year. Andrew began playing soccer in kindergarten. Andrew plans to study marketing and technology. Andrew's favorite soccer memory was the St. Louis trip, especially playing Super Smash Bros. At Texas Roadhouse. Andrew says, God has truly blessed me by putting me at St. James. Every day I go to school, I know I am walking into a building full of amazing students, most I can call my friend, great teachers, and a fun atmosphere. I never could have imagined how great St. James would be when I was a freshman, and the experiences I've had cannot be compared to anything else. I would like to thank everyone who has been a part of my life while at St. James for giving me an awesome high school experience, and thank you, God, for putting SJA in my life. Andrew Kinski. And next we have Kevin Klein. Kevin is the son of Dan and Ann. He started playing soccer in kindergarten with a group of friends from Holy Trinity. Kevin began playing soccer for St. James as a goalie for the freshman team and served as captain of the JV team as sophomore and junior year before joining the varsity team this season. He would like to thank all the coaches for their support and effort in making the Thunder program what it is. Kevin's fondest memories include playing in the Miege 6v6 Summer League with his teammates and scoring his first varsity goal on an assist from his friend Andrew. Kevin plans to attend K-State and study engineering. Kevin says, St. James Academy has truly been a blessing to me. I would not be the person I am today if I had not gotten to know God and those around me at St. James. The friendships I have made, I will cherish forever. Kevin Klein. Thank you to all of our senior players, and let's give them a nice round of applause one more time.
Just acted in a very unladylike way toward her, buying something cheap, and it makes a lot. Yeah. That's cool.
Welcome to A10varsity.com. Mike Smith behind the mic here today for you. The St. James Academy Thunder taking on the Kansas City Christian Panthers here in what is senior day for St. James Academy. 12 seniors on the squad for the Thunder. We'll run down the seniors real quick before we get things underway. Matthew Gardner, Kevin Klein, Jared Carlton, Andrew Kinski, Liam Martin, Ian Diegendorf, Thomas Hinkle, Ben Kulhanek, Stephen Linebeck, Austin Denny, Austin Murrell, and Connor Harius, excuse me. The 12 seniors for the Thunder. Kansas City Christian will start off with possession here in the first half. They're going to play it back to their side of the field. No foul as the advantage was kept for St. James Academy momentarily. Now the Panthers going to get it right back. Frank going to play it over to the near side. That one to Jones. Head for Murrell, working the near side into the goal box. Fired right into the middle, looking for Inna. It's off of everybody and picked up by the goalkeeper, Mitchell Pivovar. Mitchell Pivovar, the goalkeeper for the KC Panthers, the Kansas City Christian Panthers. Just about a minute gone by here in this first half. I mentioned that KC Christian 7-6 on the season coming in today's contest. St. James Academy 6-7, so just about the same record for both of these two squads. Last time these two teams met was last year. They met actually twice. It's a throw-in the near attacking third for the Panthers. Gets stifled by St. James, and they're back on the counter-attack. That one picked up by the back line. Nice job by Nate Starvik. Murrell now trying to track it down. Going to be cleared by Brad Tippin. But as I was saying, the two times that these two squads faced off last season, one ended in a tie, a 1-1 contest. The other one ended in a 1-0 victory for KC Christian. That one took place in the Blue Valley West Fat Cat Tournament. Throw in by Nick Frank. Missed on by Jones. Going to be cleared out by the Panthers. Picked up, though, by the Thunder momentarily. Thunder get the loose possession now. Stay in the attacking side. Jones' pass broken up. He's able to get the possession right back after it was bobbled by the Panthers, specifically David Poole. Pivovar comes up to the top of the 6-yard goal box and picks that one out of the air. 37:40 left here in this first half. Quick attacking pace thus far here in the first couple of minutes as Murrell gets around his defender. I'll say it was a foul there by Austin Murrell as he roped his arm around his defender to get the advantage and take the possession, but ruled in favor for KC Christian. They'll take it on the throw-in. That one going to be headed down by Chorus. And then now challenging for it. He gets ahead, gets it back, now plays it to the far side, but out of play. Or it's going to be tracked down by the Panthers, excuse me. Panthers trying to push it on that far sideline. Skying in the air is Calvin Beck, one of the leading players for the KC Christian squad. Actually leads the team in goals, I believe. Has around 6 on the season, does Calvin Beck. Throw in by the Panthers. Get it into Beck. It's Gardner trying to challenge on the defense. Converging is Gardner and the St. James defense. Still gets through there. Beck got a piece of it, and Gardner sends it back. Now Frank going to clear all the way to the far side. See the cross for Beck inside the goal box by the Panthers. Beck now has it, working one-on-one. Now working it back towards the near side. Beck still with the possession. for the Panthers around his defender and Martin. Tries to center it up. Gets this to his teammate, now cleared out by Jones. St. James stolen away by Jack Stedman. Stedman fires a long distance shot way over the top of the crossbar and out of play. So goal kick now coming for Sean Borner and the St. James Academy Thunder. Gardner will set up the goal kick with 35 minutes left here in the first half. Puts it back in play, does Matthew Gardner, one of the 12 seniors for St. James Academy. Tracked down by Jamie Ryan. Now over to Andrew Painter. Painter gets it back off the loose possession. Double teamed along the far side. Plays it back to his defensive back line. Chipped ahead there by Stedman. Ahead for Jones now as the Thunder control. That one headed out by Trott. Martin will come up to have the throw in across midfield. Martin gets it in. Header by Diegendorf, looking for Jones down the far side, and that's going to go off Jones's foot. So the Panthers tried to clear. St. James 6-7 on the season. They've given up 22 goals, scoring 27 on the year. They won their last contest by a wide margin, 6-1 on the road at Baser Linwood. Stephen Inna, who leads the team in goals for the Thunder, had 2 in that contest. And then you had a 1 goal apiece for Zach Colress, Austin Murrell, Andrew Kinski, and Kevin Klein. This one inside the goal box. Borner plays it off the hop. Had Calvin Beck, the closest Panther, there to it. Borner with the heads-up play to keep this one knotted up at 0-0. Played out by the Panthers to the far side. Thunder with the throw-in. Now pushing it into the attacking third. Centered it up for Austin Murrell. Played back to Pivovar by his own defense. Kettler playing it back to his goalkeeper. Jones calling for it on the near side. Clearing attempt knocked off Jones's leg. Knocked out, and the referee's going to say it was off the Panthers. Nick Frank was challenging his defender. That one's centered up by Liam Martin. Diegendorf got a piece of it, looked like, that was Stephen Inna. Fired by Colress towards the goal. Nice job by Pivovar to get that one as it was straight down the middle by Colress on the shot. Cleared out by Pivovar. Jones keeps it in play along the near side. Played out by Kettler. See a substitution for the Thunder here early. 32 minutes left in this first half. Still 0-0. Looks like Joe Hogue into the contest, seeing his first action of the day for St. James Academy. A key player off the bench for the Thunder as the Panthers push it ahead. Whistle and a foul. Looked like KC Christian may have had the advantage with the pass ahead by David Poole for his teammate Calvin Beck to the near side, but the referee awarding them the free kick off the St. James penalty. You have the St. James 3-man wall about 7 yards away from the free kick. Taking the free kick is Jamie Ryan. Pops it over everybody's head. Missed on by Jack Stedman. Tried the header towards the goal, towards the far side of the 6. Sets up the goal kick for St. James Academy, but a great look there for KC Christian, so they have to be happy with that type of look thus far in this contest, as fast pace as St. James has been playing. Murrell gets around his defender. He's got some space. Tries to center it up. Going to be cleared out. That's going to set up a throw-in just actually It looked like it may go out across the end line for a corner, but nice job by the defense of the Panthers just to get a throw in and make sure that St. James doesn't get a goal on the board. Colress to take the throw in, running throw in by Chris Colress. Was looking for Austin Murrell. Diegendorf tried to get to it, but out of play it goes across the end line, and that's going to be a goal kick. Both these teams in the 4A and under category in the state of Kansas. And in the Kansas Soccer Coaches Association poll, St. James sits at 3rd place in the rankings in 4A and under, while KC Christian sits at 4th. Colress tries a long distance shot, and that one just a little bit wide to the right. Excuse me, to the left. Tried to sneak it in far post, did Chris Colress, from about 5 yards out of the top of the 18. So Chris Colress having a couple good looks towards the goal here early in this contest. 29-25 left here in this first half. Still 0-0. St. James dictating the pace thus far. Been on their attacking side more often than not. Now with Diegendorf along the far side. That one poked out by Tom Gentry for the Panthers. So throw in for St. James along their own bench. Trying to keep that possession, weave in and out of some defenders and get into that attacking third. This one going to be centered up now. Now played to the near side. Chipped up over everyone's head and out of play. Pivovar was ready to snatch that one, but he knew no one had a piece of it, so he just let it trickle out across the end line. Nice job by Tanner Gray, or excuse me, Andrew Kinski on the near side to try to chip that one over everybody, but he did a little bit too good of a job as he chipped it in a position that his teammates couldn't get to, as well as his opponents. Now the Panthers with it. Quick chip pass by Beck. Looks like offsides may be the call on the Panthers, so that'll set up a free kick. Gardner will take this one on the defensive side. Referee having a little conversation with David Poole for KC Christian. Not sure exactly what that was for. Poole was not involved in the play. Going to be tracked down by Trott. Now ahead for Poole. Poole the near side, trying to work it back for Beck to the middle. Trott now with it. Going to hand it off to Painter. Painter going to go far side. So quick passes by the Panthers. They've been able to figure out a little bit of defense as that one goes off the referee. Tracked down by Beck. Now on the far side. Thunder clear. Cross to midfield, but it'll be tracked down by KC Christian. Add a play by Brad Tippin. Tippin had a couple Thunder players bearing down. He may have thought he didn't want a counterattack possibly happening, so just tried to get it out of the way before trying to settle it for himself. Frank now with it, gets it knocked down by the Panthers. Sliding save to no avail along the far sideline by KC Christian, so St. James will have the throw in. Tracked down by Gentry. He tries to clear it. Stays in play. Thunder crossing pass. Murrell off his head. Plays it down for himself. He can't get to it. Pivovar comes out. Looks like he may have gotten a piece of it. Still in play. Kinski comes up limping as he tried to track it down near side of the end line, but out of play it went off the goalkeeper, Pivovar. That's the first corner of the contest here, coming in favor of St. James Academy. We've seen the Thunder be very successful on set pieces thus far this season. They can get it done from the corner kicks as Stephen Inna, the leading goal scorer, sets this one up. Centers it up, and it skies over everyone's head. Going to go to the far side. That one played out of play by St. James Academy after it skied over everybody. .25 minutes left here in the first half. Goal kick now coming by the Panthers. Chris Colress back in to the contest for St. James Academy. No stoppage in play. The referee's getting a drink. It's a little hot day here on a Saturday, but relatively a nice day. Little breeze going in this contest. Back and forth between these two squads after initial St. James dictation of pace thus far in the first part of the first half. They had a couple good looks by Chris Colress on goal, but KC Christian has answered with a couple looks themselves. Neither team able to put one in the back of the net thus far, though. Some substitutions for the Thunder. Looking back at St. James Academy's record thus far this season, it's 6-7, but they've played some high caliber teams. Matter of fact, they played the number 2, or when they played them, the number 2 team in the nation in DeMatha Catholic School. That was DeMatha's first game of the season. That one was in St. Louis in the Gateway Classic. St. James fell in that contest 5-0, but St. James was not at full caliber. They've had some injury problems. There's a foul on the Thunder here, so free kick now for the Panthers. But the Thunder have had some injury problems over the course of this season, and you got to think that that has hindered their squad somewhat. The solidarity that this team has, and knowing each other as players, if you have to lose a few guys and a few more guys play some more significant minutes, definitely going to wear and take a toll on you. Matter of fact, Brian Chubb out for the season with a broken leg. That happened in the Shawnee Heights game. So one player in Chubb out for the season, but luckily St. James has been able to weather those injuries and get some of those players back, and a few more of them hopefully back in time for the playoffs coming up here pretty soon. Only got 2 more contests on the year after this one does St. James. Now throw in by Kettler for the Panthers. Towards the top of the goal box. This one tracked down by Poole. Poole had a little bit of a shot. Now knocked down by Martin. Nice defense as Poole winded and fired. But Liam Martin there just to block it. Referee will say another foul on the Thunder before going out of play along the near sideline. So Jamie Ryan will set up the free kick. 2-man wall. Austin Denny and Liam Martin for the Thunder. Crossing pass by Ryan. Tracked down. Borner comes up with the save. Nice job. Looked like David Poole firing the shot. And indeed it was. But Sean Borner makes sure this one's still a clean slate on the board. Headed down by Kulhanek. Now working down that far sideline is the Thunder. Back to the attacking third. Knocked down by Poole on the shot by Colress once again. You got to think Colress was trying to fire once again from the long distance. Frank now with it. Over to the near side for Denny. Denny trying to go around his defender in David Poole. That one cleared by the Panthers as Matthew Gardner will track it down. Gardner will send it back across the midfield line and out of play. Throw in by the Panthers. Still scrum for it at midfield. Intercepted by Denny. Nice job. St. James with possession here. Brophy trying to challenge for it. He gets it taken away. Panthers now trying to move it with Painter. And Gentry will lose it out of play. Throw in, tracked down by Frank. Looks like he may have gotten a piece of his defender when he tried to attempt the pass. Frank now still with it ahead. Chips for Brophy. Brophy trying to track down along the far side. Backed off by the Panthers defense. Brophy trying to get in, and he does. He gets around Jack Stedman, but cleared by Casey Christian. So it'll be a throw in along the far side with 20:53 left here to go in the first half. Throw in, some nice defense by Brad Tippin along the far side. St. James still with possession here. Jones gets it and loses it as the Panthers clear. Now picked up once again by St. James. Now they're working back to the 18. Tried a crossing pass, and that one no good. Out of play across the end line. Deflected, I believe. No, it just say out across the end line off of the Thunder. It looks like it may have been deflected by the Panthers, but just an odd angle on the shot. Jones now gets it for the Thunder off the goal kick. Plays it back for Colress. Colress now with it once again. Gonna play it over to Hogue. Hogue chases it down before going out of play along the far side. Now back to Gardner. Gardner ahead for Denny. Be tracked down there by Connor Harius. Mural through, and that one cleared. Great look there by St. James, but a great convergence on the defensive end. "19 minutes left here in the first half." Excuse me, that was Kulhanek on that last attempt. That would have went for a shot on goal if he would have been able to fire it, but the Panthers defense converged on him just in time to make sure he wasn't able to fire that one towards the goal. Hogue pokes it into the air, looking for one of the seniors, Connor Harius. That one knocked down as it was Poole trying to advance it for the Panthers. I mentioned St. James playing some high-caliber teams. I mentioned the team in DeMatha Catholic. They're from Maryland. St. James lost that contest 5-0, but they played some tough teams in this area as well. If you go by the preseason poll by the Kansas Soccer's Coaches Association, preseason poll, the St. James Academy Thunder would have played the number 1, 3, 4, and 5 teams in that poll. They actually still have to play the team that was number 4 in the preseason poll in Washburn Rule, but now sits atop those rankings, as Washburn Rule is still undefeated on the season. I believe 12-0-2 is Washburn Rule, and that's where St. James will find themselves on Monday. We'll have that contest live on 810 Varsity for you. That one gets off at 6:15 p.m., and then St. James will finish the season at Bonner Springs on Wednesday. Cleared by Gardner in the 18. sky high. That one goes. Foul called on the Thunder, so sets up the free kick. Philip Tetz was trying to challenge for that one for the Panthers. Nate Starvik to take the free kick. Or excuse me, that's Jack Stedman. Looks like an 18 on his jersey, but it's a 10. Borner plays it off one bounce inside the goal box, and that one stops everything for the offensive threat by KC Christian. So 16:46 left here, and we still have a clean slate on the board for both squads. Neither team able to put one in the back of the net. Few good looks for both teams thus far. St. James has had the possession more here in this first half, been able to dictate the pace just a little bit over their opponents in KC Christian. As that one's cleared from the back line of the Panthers. Nice job by Ian Kirby. Plays the farthest back position on the defensive end. Now along the far side, pushed ahead by Gentry. Gentry tries to center it up, finds Beck. Beck now chips it off to Kettler. Now back to Beck. Beck gets that one knocked away. This one's going to go out along the near side. Nice job by Jared Carlton. One of those 12 seniors. Carlton plays the defense position for the Thunder. Throw in by Kettler. Finds Poole. Tries to center this one up off the head of one of his fellow players in Painter. Going to be tracked down by Brophy and the Thunder, though. Brophy now trying to push. He's got some space. Backs it up. Knocked down by Stedman. Thunder still have possession and the advantage. Chipped ahead and cleared now as the pass goes a little behind. So on the counter, Beck tries a nifty move, but Gardner wouldn't have anything of it as he takes it away. Gardner sends it ahead for Carlton, who loses it. Painter now with it for the Panthers. Painter goes near sideline. They'll back it up, will the Panthers. Back to Kettler. Now Painter to the near side. Still with possession. So convergence of players to the near side here. So the passing lanes definitely small avenues. Foul on St. James again. 14 minutes left here in this first half. Kirby takes the free kick. Right into the chest of St. James defender. That one, Chris Colris, back from his midfield position. In the air, Painter tried to get it down for his teammate along the near side, out of play. Be a throw in by Carlton. Carlton's going to hand it off to Liam Martin for the throw in for St. James. Andrew Kinski and Blake Niermeyer back in for the Thunder. Zach Marquez couldn't track that one down. Neither could Kevin Klein. Kinski now trying to get the possession for the Thunder, and he does so. Gets it to Marquez, trying to center it up top of the 18. That one off the head of the Panthers defender. Nick Frank going to track it down, though. Centered up and cleared once again, this time by Kettler. Poole now trying to get a piece of it. Kettler clears. Martin now trying to get to it. Gardner will send this one back over everyone's head. Played out to that far sideline. And out of play it's going to go. 12:38 left here in this first half. Still nothing between these two squads. St. James Academy senior day here at Bishop Miege High School. St. James Thunder take on the KC Christian Panthers. Chris Colress has had the two best looks thus far for St. James Academy. Missing wide left narrowly on one of those attempts was Colress, and then the other one was straight down the middle, just the goalkeeper Mitchell Pivovar for KC Christian on top of things to track it down. Another foul on the Thunder by the referee. This one in the attacking side of things for the Panthers, so that they'll set up the free kick along the far side. Jamie Ryan once again to take this free kick. Ryan has taken most of the free kicks thus far in the attacking side for the Panthers as he sends it towards the top of the 18. Off the back, looked like a bicycle kick there. Nice job by Kettler to get that one even on frame. A little bit too high, though, over the top of the crossbar and out of play. Impressive play there by Kettler with his back to the goal. Able to get it still on frame with the shot. Just a little bit too much air behind it. Put back in play off the goal kick by St. James. Now we see a through ball there by the Panthers. Nice job. Jamie Ryan getting it through on the last defenseman, Matthew Gardner. Sean Borner, though, coming towards the top of the 18 to track it down. As Ryan found himself one-on-one with the goalkeeper for St. James Academy, but it goes in favor of the Thunder in that matchup. Played off Carlton along the near side. Kettler with the throw-in. That one right into the chest of Matthew Gardner. He traps it and then sends it ahead. Right to the back defensive line of the Panthers. Kirby had it, but now picked up by St. James Academy. Frank now with it. Looks like he may have not got everything behind that pass. Still at the top of the 18. Scrum forward. Kettler with it. Trying to poke it ahead. Now Poole. Gardner sends it out of play. 9:30 left here in this first half. Kettler to take the throw in. Knocked down by Kinski. Kinski trying to track it down once again. Back and forth it's going to go. Now finally tracked down by the Panthers. And it was tracked down by Ryan, but he got his legs swooped from underneath it, and that's a foul on the Thunder. Another free kick opportunity for the Panthers. Ryan will take this one as he gets up. Ryan now over to the far side. This one ahead looked like the Panthers thought David Poole was going to move ahead, but he didn't, and it was tracked down by the Thunder. Poole plays it back. This one to Tippin. Now working it near side is Kettler. Beck, quick pass to Ryan. Ryan gets it taken away by Gardner. Nice job by Gardner to not fall for the deception move by Jamie Ryan. This Ryan would have been one-on-one once again with the goalkeeper Sean Borner if he would have been able to get around the last line of defense for St. James Academy there. Kettler with the throw in. That one quickly stifled by the Thunder. Andrew Kinski getting his head on that one, sending it back out of play. Poole tries to center it up. Hogue right there in the middle to track it down. The only player really there. So he clears it to the far side. And Lineback, who had been injured earlier this season in the contest for the Thunder, was trying to track it down along that far side. It went off of Lineback, so David Poole had the throw in. Nick Frank to clear for the Thunder. This one trickling towards the near side of the attacking part of the field for St. James Academy. It was off of Carlton, it looks like, as Kirby played it off of him. Kettler again with the throw in near side. To reset the throw in, referee said Kettler was too far ahead of position where the ball went out of play, so reset that throw in there. Kinski gets a piece of the throw in. Lineback trying to track it down. This one's going to trickle into the goal box, and Borner will come out to grab it. 6:40 left here in this first half. The KC Christian Panthers have picked up their pace here in the latter part of this first half. Been able to move the ball with some precise passes and get a few good looks. Jamie Ryan, most notably, getting around Gardner once to go one-on-one with Borner, but he couldn't track down the ball to fire the shot as before Borner could get to it. And then Ryan had a one-on-one opportunity if he would have got around Gardner once again, but Gardner got the best of him that time. An offsides call as a shot was fired by Linebuck, but offsides on the Thunder, so stops that from going anywhere on the offensive attack for St. James. On the free kick from the goal box, put back in play, Poole with it, over to Painter. Painter now chips it ahead, across the midfield. Poole gets it back, working around everybody, tries to fire a shot. That one going to be wide right. Trying to go to the far post was David Poole. But a good 12 yards away from the top of the 18 was David Poole when he winded and fired on that shot. Gardner will take the free kick with 5 minutes left here in this first half. Live action of KC Christian versus St. James Academy on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith bringing you the action here today. St. James Academy 6-7 on the season. They won their last contest on the road at Baser Linwood by a score of 6-1. 5 different goal scorers for the Thunder in that one. KC Christian 7-6 on the season. They fell to Blue Valley North in their last contest 2-1. Calvin Beck, the lone goal for the Panthers in that contest. Near side for the Panthers. Arthur Beck gets it over to Kettler. Kettler tries to chip it in. Now this one for Calvin Beck. Beck trying to work around his defenders. He gets through. Tries to fire it, center it up. Missed on as Borner was over there in front of Calvin Beck. Perfect opportunity there for KC Christian to notch one on the belt and on the board. And this one, David Poole, I believe, may have been the Panther. Excuse me, that was actually Tom Gentry coming in. Would have been the recipient of that Calvin Beck pass if he would have been able to get to it. But good play by St. James defense to back up their goalkeeper, Sean Borner, to make sure that Gentry couldn't track it down in time, because it was played right in front of the goal. The best opportunity of either squad thus far easily in this contest. 3:16 left here in the first half. KC Christian trying to challenge once again. Ryan now with it. Gets it knocked down, but he's going to keep it on the near side. Ryan now trying to center it up. Poole's got some space. He fires. He had to spin on that one, and Borner able to play it off the ground. Sean Borner comes up with another save. Still 0-0 as that one skied high in the air. Not even going to reach midfield as Borner put it back. Poole now will track it down. Panthers have picked up the pace. That pass intercepted. Nice job by Gardner to anticipate the passing lane there. Chorus now with it with 2:30 left here in this first half. See if the Thunder pick up that pace they had in the first part of this first half. Knocked away. Colress will regain it for the Thunder. Hinkle lost the possession before that. This one's sent over towards the far side. Gray now trying to track it down. Pivovar comes out to the far side of the goal box to track it down off the bounce. Kinski heads it in the air now, trying to make sure his team keeps it. Foul on the Panthers. That one going to go against J.T. Trott, challenging Kinski for the possession. Gardner will take the free kick along the near side here in the attacking part of the field for St. James. Trying to work it back to that attacking third as they were very successful in the first part of this first half. Helping control the pace were the Thunder. That one knocked out by the Panthers. Colress gets a piece of it. Pivovar will play it off the bounce towards the near side. But it's been the Panthers who have picked up the pace in this latter part of the first half. Been able to have a few more looks towards the goal, most notably one that happened just about 2 minutes ago. As Calvin Beck tried to set up his teammate Tom Gentry with a nice cross pass inside the 6. And Gentry just to no avail could get a piece of it as he just needed to tap it home as Borner was out of the goal, trying to challenge on Beck because he thought Beck might fire it. But some good defensive backline help by St. James is out and fired by Colress and out of play. Again, Chris Colress firing from distance. That's the third opportunity like that we've seen Chris Colress put towards the goal box in this first half. 20 seconds left here before halftime. Still 0-0 between these two squads. Good to see the aggressiveness still there by St. James Academy as Calvin Beck, the lone Panther, trying to work around 5 St. James players. Tracked down by Gardner, and Gardner trying to clear. We'll just play it to halftime. And that's going to do it for the first half. 0-0 is the score between these two squads. Kansas City Christian taking on St. James Academy here. It's senior day for St. James, playing at Bishop Miege High School in today's contest. 12 seniors on the team for St. James Academy. So they're going to have an interesting time next year to come up with some players to fill those pivotal roles, as some of those seniors play significant roles for the St. James Academy team. But at halftime, it's 0-0 between these two squads, live on A10varsity.com. 0-0 between KC Christian and St. James Academy. Back here at Bishop Miege High School, live on 810varsity.com. Mike Smith bringing you the action here between KC Christian Panthers versus the St. James Academy Thunder in today's boys soccer action. Still a tight one between these two squads as the first half ended in a 0-0 tie. St. James starts off with possession here in the second half. As I mentioned, both of these teams played each other twice last season. One of those games ending in an actual tie. The other one a 1-0 victory for the Panthers of KC Christian. Ball out of play and a throw in along the far sideline. Kettler tried to get it in to his teammate Ryan, but intercepted by the Thunder. Now they're on the attack along the far side. It's like Jones trying to center it up. Going to be tracked down there by Marquez. Centered up for Denny, but Denny can't get to that one before knocked out by Gentry. Now centered up. Deggendorf had the shot. Wide left it goes. Deggendorf had the shot off the Stephen Inna pass from the near side. Inna places that tremendously. The volley pass right over the head of the line of defense for the KC Christian Panthers. And Deggendorf got his boot on it, but not the proper angle towards the goal as it was to the left and out of play. Denny puts a boot on that one. It goes off a bounce, top of the 18, and played by Pivovar, the goalkeeper for the Panthers. We're just about 2 minutes into the second half here, and St. James has already had a great look on goal. Both teams had some good looks in the first half, most notably for the Thunder, Chris Colris putting 3 shots on goal, all from fairly good distance, the closest one really being from the top of the 18. 2 of those going wide left, and then the other one was straight down the pipe, but the goalkeeper Pivovar able to snatch it out of the air. Out of play along that far side, and it'll be a throw in for the Panthers as the Thunder played it out of play. For KC Christian, the most notable attempt on goal was definitely one that they would have liked to put in the back of the net at a prime position as Calvin Beck went from the near side right straight in along the end line around his defenders and went one-on-one with Sean Borner, the goalkeeper, and poked it instead of shooting. Came away with the pass, found Tom Gentry streaking in. Gentry had a Thunder defender on his hip right there with him, and the Thunder defender able to track down Gentry just in time before Gentry could put it on goal. But a wide open net Gentry had to just poke it in as Borner was out of position going after Beck as he thought Beck, and rightfully so, was going to score or put a shot on goal as Beck is the leading scorer for the Panthers. Tracked down by Kettler now. David Poole along the far side. Ahead for Calvin Beck. Beck a little upset there as he was whistled for the foul. We'll set up the free kick right about midfield. Actually a little behind midfield, I believe, will be the exact spot. 36 minutes left here in the contest. Still 0-0 between these two squads. Each team in search of a goal to take the lead. Pivovar plays it off the head, I believe, one of his fellow teammates. One looked like it may have went off the side of the foot, off the goalkeeper for the Panthers. Be tracked down by the Thunder. Murrell tried to sky up and get his head on it. Marquez trying to track it down. Panthers will have possession. Tippin had it. Thunder steal it away. Inna tries a long distance shot. Pivovar right there to snatch it out of the air. Steven Inna, the leading goal scorer for St. James Academy. 10 goals to his credit on the season. Tried a distance shot from the far side of the top of the 18. That one off the foot of Diegendorf and out of play. Throw in by Stedman. Finds Ryan. Played it back for Painter, but taken away by Austin Murrell and the Thunder. Far sideline, Murrell has it. Back to Frank. Now in the air as it went off the head of Beck on the clearing attempt by the Panthers. Gardner now just sends it back to the attacking third for St. James Academy. Anna plays it off his head, now over to Frank. Frank over the far side for Jones. Jones now with it, working around his defender Painter. Little volley pass off the foot of Diegendorf, looking for Inna at the top of the 18, couldn't get it to him. Marquez trying to track it down. Collision between Marquez and Stedman. Stedman now has it, pushing on the counter. Finds Beck. Beck along the far side, working around Hogue. Hogue tries to body off Beck. Beck still keeps possession. He's now working back towards the top of the 18. Tries a shot, and that one wide right. Excuse me, wide left. My direction's disorientated there for a second. Out of play, goal kick coming for St. James, but Beck, a speedster for the Panthers, getting around a couple of St. James Academy defenders, the last one being Joe Hogue, and been able to get a shot towards the goal, but wide left it goes by Calvin Beck. Throwing along the far side for the Thunder. 33 minutes left here in the contest. Chipped up by Colress along the far side. Looks like it may have went out of play. Indeed it did. Kettler will take it, the throw in now. Played back and out of play across the inline. Goal kick now coming after the Thunder lose that possession there. Kirby to take the goal kick from the far side corner of the 6. Far sideline, Jones heads it down. Murrell has it, trying to work around 2 defenders. Murrell converged on as Kettler going to be played off of him and out of play. Austin Murrell will take the throw in for St. James. A chance for a set piece here inside the attacking third. Murrell, a flip. And a whistle and a foul on St. James Academy. It may have been an offsides call. I'm not sure exactly what the call was, but it stifles that set piece there for St. James Academy. They quickly get it back. It's out of play by the Panthers. Another throw in. Inna now has it. Bobbled it up a little bit. Played back to Marquez. Over the far side. Colress tries to center it up. Diegendorf tried the header. Couldn't get his head on it. That one hit no one on the crossing pass by Colress, so out of play and a goal kick coming once again for KC Christian. But we see St. James picking up that pace they had in the first part of the contest, where they were relentless on the attack, had some good looks. Diegendorf has been on the end of both of them thus far. The one momentarily just to go before Diegendorf couldn't get his head on the Chris Colress cross. And then Steven Inna tried to set up his teammate Diegendorf as well. We see counterattack here. Beck now along the far side. See, got the pass from Ryan. Beck had to keep it in play, and he lost the possession, and it's going to be cleared by the Thunder. Still plenty of time in this contest for either squad to take the commanding lead, as neither team has been able to put one in the back of the net. In and out, chipping it ahead, trying to find Denny streaking along the near side. Marquez got a guy coming from behind, looking for Denny. Out across the end line, see who it comes in favor of, and it's going to stay in favor of the Thunder. That's going to set up a corner kick. Second corner of the contest, if you can believe that. Only 2 being credited here thus far, and both of them going in favor of St. James. One in the first half, and this one being the second here. Colress with that one, low line drive, headed out by Kettler. Nice job. He went in front of his goalkeeper to track that one down, but Kettler coming up with a huge play. Sets up the corner once again, though, so we'll reset everything pretty much here. Colress will take it once again, near side corner. That one sails over everyone's head and out of play. Degendorf was the intended recipient once again. So St. James looking for Ian Degendorf on 3 attempts thus far in the attacking third early in this second half. Degendorf has put 2 goals in the back of the net, 4 to be specific on the season. He's the second goal scorer on this squad. Second leading goal scorer, excuse me. Is Beck now trying to push ahead. He's got Ryan. Ryan onside, got some space, and that one off the side of his foot. Defense converging. Joe Hogue, the closest player to him. But Jamie Ryan couldn't get the right angle on that one. And out of play, goal kick now coming for Matthew Gardner and the St. James Academy Thunder. So KC Christian's opportunities here in this second half thus far have been a couple fast break opportunities between Calvin Beck and Jamie Ryan. But both stifled thus far as they didn't have the proper angle to put it on goal. Beck fired the first one, and that one went wide left. And then the most recent one coming by his counterpart, Jamie Ryan. And that one going wide right. Free kick, centered up at the top of the 6, cleared out by the Panthers. Still now at the top of the 18, got a foot on it, was Marquez. Out to Beck for the Panthers. Panthers now trying to play it back. Painter going to lose possession to the Thunder. Centered back up towards the middle part of the field. In and out gets a piece of it. Off the head of Austin Murrell. David Poole with it for the Panthers. Finds Ryan. Beck trying to streak ahead. Ryan's pass going to find Beck. Borner comes sliding out, and Borner will get to it before Calvin Beck can. Nice slide save to the near side by Sean Borner. Borner only a sophomore, but playing to a high caliber this season. Come up with some great saves on the year. Beck, the speedster, once again being challenged. This one going to be cleared as he loses possession. Inna has it. As Degendorf put it off his head. Austin Murrell has some speed for St. James, and he gets it knocked away. That should be a corner for St. James Academy as it went off the defenseman of the Panthers. And indeed it is. Chris Colress will line up for the corner here, the fourth one, of the contest, all coming in favor of the Thunder. This one on the far side corner. Had 2 on the near side corner in the attacking third in this second half, have the Thunder, and then 1 corner opportunity in the first half. Colress gets a little bit more air on this one. That one off the football goalpost, and that's going to be out of play. A little unique thing happening there is that one would have just sailed out of play if the football goalpost wouldn't have been in the position that it is. So that's ruled out of bounds. Off the goal kick, the Thunder control. Anna try to spin move and gets it stolen away by Kettler. Kedler gets it right back after a loose possession. Keller still trying to keep possession. Gonna lose it along the far sideline. Cleared out by St. James. Gonna be played back to the goalkeeper, Pivovar. Almost out, and Muriel gets it. He puts it in the back of the net. Big mistake by Austin Pivovar. The goalkeeper knocked to pick it up. He got it played back by his defenseman, and then he gave it up. Austin Muriel streaking in quickly. Puts it in the back of the net for the first goal of the contest, and that's a 1-0 advantage for St. James Academy. Strike quickly did the Thunder. They took advantage of a mistake by KC Christian. So 1-0 now, the advantage on senior day for St. James Academy. Austin Muriel putting it in the back of the net for the Thunder. Here in this second half with 24:38 left to go, and they have possession once again. They have all the momentum in their favor through the Thunder. Frank with it, trying to work around his defender, going to go far side, looking for Jones, going to be out of play. But a heads-up play by one of the seniors, one of the 12 seniors on this St. James Academy team, Austin Muriel, coming up with a goal, his 4th of the season. So he's tied Ian Diegendorf with the second most goals on the team this season. Stephen Enna leading the team with 10. But a huge mistake by the goalkeeper, Mitchell Pivovar, for KC Christian. Just a little nonchalant on the pass from his defenseman back to himself, and then was trying to clear it was Pivovar. As Beck tries a long distance shot, slow roller in there as Bronner will play that one. Nice save to keep the shutout going for St. James Academy. Yenna now played it off his knee to the near side, going to track it down himself. Centered it up, looking for Austin Muriel once again. Diegendorf gets ahead on it. Kirby, the defenseman. Frank comes a little up, limping a little bit for St. James. Top of the 18. Not sure exactly what happened there. He looks to be okay now as the Thunder still have possession. Painter intercepts that pass. Tracked down along the far side. That cross broken up by David Poole. Skying in the air. The clearing attempt. Frank got his head on it. Still in the attacking third for St. James. The Panthers can't seem to get the clear attempt that they want. Niermeyer with it. Fires a long distance shot. Pivovar able to snack that out of the air. He's got plenty of time to play that one. But instead of the clean sheet for both teams, it's 1-0, the advantage for the Thunder of St. James Academy after an Austin Muriel heads-up play to get the goal on a mistake by the goalkeeper, Mitchell Pivovar. Both teams had some great looks. You thought KC Christian was going to have the 1-0 advantage going into halftime with the look they had in the first half, to be specific. Muriel, the flip in there, and that one's going to be picked up by David Poole of KC Christian. But the Panthers had a great look by Calvin Beck, who set up his teammate Tom Gentry. Pivovar able to snag that one with his hands that time. Diegendorf was bearing down. He was well prepared. He didn't want the same mistake happening to him that happened to give up the goal to Austin Muriel and St. James. But Calvin Beck drove in on across the near side part of the end line and went one-on-one with Sean Borner after getting around his defenseman. Then saw his teammate Tom Gentry streaking in with a defenseman for St. James on his hip, but thought Gentry may be able to get a piece of it. Wide open goal. Gentry just couldn't get to it in time, and out of play it went. But had a great look, did the Panthers in the first half. Chris Colress had some looks in the first half for St. James Academy. 3 distance shots, but none of those able to find the back of the net. And here in this second half, we saw St. James keep their aggressive pace to start off things, trying to go target Ian Diegendorf on some set plays. Steven Inna trying to set up his teammate Diegendorf as well as Chris Colress, and then the corner opportunities as well for the Thunder. Not resulting in a goal, though, were those opportunities, and then a mistake by the Panthers, and that is what gave the goal to St. James Academy, and that's where we stand 1-0 here with 20 minutes left in the contest, live at Bishop Miege High School between KC Christian and St. James, live on 810varsity.com. Marquez tries to jump up in the air and control the goal kick, but stays in favor of the Panthers. Calvin Beck with it. Gets it knocked away by Joe Hogue. Hogue gets it over to Marquez. Now back to the near side. Hogue going to try to track it down, keep it in play. He does so. Diegendorf now with it. A little confused. Thought may have went out of bounds, but still in play. The referee never blowing the whistle. Niermeyer gets a boot on it. That one chipped ahead, though, by the Panthers. Stedman. Foul by Joe Hogue and the Thunder. He had a collision with David Poole. And Jamie Ryan in the mix as well right over there. Ryan will set up the free kick right across midfield. 19 minutes left here in the game. Still plenty of time for the Panthers of KC Christian to try to come up with an equalizer. As Borner now has it. Taking his time to reset things from the goal box. Skies that one over across midfield. Diegendorf plays it off his head. Now going to get it back on the pass. Niermeyer chips that one a little bit too much, and you can tell from his expression on the field a little bit disappointed in himself on the volley pass. Just a little bit too much behind it. Had a great idea as he had Austin Murrell on the far side. Also Steven Inna in the mix down there as well. Thunder now have it once again with Hogue along the near side. Diegendorf trying to track it down, working around Stedman. Out of play, goal kick coming. Jack Stedman will take the goal kick from the near corner of the 6. Breaking down the schedule for St. James Academy this season, you look at their 4 losses this season. Or excuse me, they only have lost 4 games this season by 2 or more goals. So a lot of games being decided by a 1-goal output for St. James this season. And St. James very competitive in a few of those games that were decided by more than 2 goals. Most notably the 5-3 loss to O'Fallon in St. Louis. With a lot of injuries, St. James still competitive in that one. And then a 2-0 loss to Olathe South. I recall that it was a close game throughout as well. They've got 4 wins, also by 2 or more goals, to St. James Academy on the season. A 5-0 win against Topeka West. That was their first win of the season. In their second game, they lost the season opener to St. Thomas Aquinas 1-0, but that's a respectable score considering how powerful St. Thomas Aquinas is in boys soccer action. Also a 3-0 victory over St. Pius, and then the 6-1 victory in their most recent game against Basel Linwood, and a 4-1 victory here at Bishop Miege High School over the Stags of Bishop Miege. 16 minutes left here in the contest. St. James leading this one 1-0. Austin Murrell getting the lone goal of the contest off of a mistake by the Panthers goalkeeper when he was trying to clear. That one sent in, crossing pass, broken up there by the Thunder. Good job, heads up play. Steven Inna tries to knock it up in the air. Inna now gets a piece of it again. Stedman trying to challenge. Tracked down by Niermeyer as he pushes it across midfield. Finds Diegendorf, but Kirby will get to it before Diegendorf can track it down. Inna will get the loose ball possession. Over to Frank. Frank plays it to Kulhanek, far side, looking for Austin Murrell. Trying to get around Kettler. Kettler tracks it down. Murrell still challenging in there. On that far side. Possession going back and forth. Kulhanek gets it back for the Thunder. Murrell comes up with a crossing pass. Inna now going to play it back this time. Marquez, slow roller into the goal as Pivovar plays it on the far side post. Comes up with the save. Keeps the score 1-0 here in this second half. 15 minutes left to go in the contest. St. James has played 13 games on the season. 5 of those decided by one goal or more. Or excuse me, one goal. So definitely the one goal decision has not been scarce for St. James Academy, whether it's went in their favor or in the opposite favor of their opponent this season. Got a few more contests before playoff action starts here in the state of Kansas. St. James will travel to Washburn Rural on this coming Monday. That contest will take place at 6:15 p.m. You can listen and watch live on 810varsity.com. We will have that one live for you. Washburn Rural 12-0-2 on the season. They haven't lost a game yet. Number 1 in the state of Kansas. Foul on the Panthers. Free kick coming in the defensive third for St. James Academy. 13:30 left here in the contest. Gardner puts it back in play. Checked down by Degendorf, far side. That one knocked out by Brad Tippin of the Panthers. St. James will end the season on next Wednesday as they travel to Bonner Springs. That contest will take place at 6 p.m. And then playoff matchups will be set. And 810 Varsity plans on covering a few of the playoff games for St. James Academy, and we'll see how far they can go this season. It's another corner awarded for the Thunder. Chris Colress taking it on the far side. 4 corners awarded here in the second half is headed out by Kettler. Nice job again to stifle the opportunity on a corner. Colress tries a crossing pass. That one headed on by Gentry and be cleared by the Panthers. Tracked down by St. James. Joe Hogue near side. Going to try a shot. Pivovar able to get that one. Still a chance here for KC Christian to get back in this one. They only trail by 1 goal, that coming here in this second half, but the pace has been in favor of St. James throughout this second half. We've seen KC Christian able to mount a few fast break counterattacks. That one's sent in towards the goal, and Pivovar plays it once again. Zach Marquez with the shot there for St. James, and they regain possession once again. They've been in the attacking side, have the Thunder, almost the entirety of this second half. As I mentioned, just a few opportunities. You can probably count them on one hand for KC Christian in this second half to really get a good look towards the goal. Couple fast break opportunities. Jones fires a distance shot, and that one over the top of the head of the goalkeeper and underneath the crossbar for a goal. Second goal of the game. Spencer Jones getting that one in the back of the net. And that will probably be enough for St. James to get their 7th victory of the season. But 11 minutes is still plenty of time. If KC Christian can pick up the pace that they had in the latter part of the first half, they can definitely get some better looks on the goal and try to put one in the back of the net themselves. So on senior day for St. James Academy, they lead 2-0 over KC Christian here at Bishop Miege High School, live on 810varsity.com. First goal coming by one of the 12 seniors on the Thunder squad, Austin Murrell. Heads up play as it was a mistake by the goalkeeper Mitchell Pivovar that gave Murrell the chance to put it in the back of the net for the first goal of the game. And then you saw Spencer Jones, who has it now, along the far sideline, centering it back up. Inna going to track it down. Spencer Jones getting the second goal of the game to give the Thunder the 2-0 advantage just a few seconds ago, excuse me. Marquez puts that in the air. That one's going to go across the end line and out of play. Goal kick for the Panthers coming. Jones, a sophomore, gets some significant playing time as he started today. Jones from the midfield position usually, plays some defense as well. It's his first goal of the season. Austin Murrell had the first goal, and that would be his fourth of the year. It's Calvin Beck, plays it up to his teammate Gentry. Gentry trying to work around Hogue, the defenseman for the Thunder. Gentry along the near side of the attacking third for the Panthers. Cleared out by Hogue. Marquez as well in there. Thunder got wide open space along the near side with Matthew Brothy. In and out with it, still with some space. Plays it back to the middle. Finds Zach Marquez. In and out with it. Got some space trying to work around the defender. In and looked like he may have tried to want a shot there. Marquez fires that one over the top of the crossbar and out of play. So goal kick coming. Inna thought it may have looked like he was looking for a shot for himself there at the top of the 18. She got around one defender, but then you saw two more converge on him, and rightfully so as he leads the Thunder team in goals. So you definitely know that the Panthers well aware of Steven Inna on the field. 8:30 left here in the game. Thunder lead this one 2-0 over the Panthers of KC Christian. Confusion on the throw in there as the Panthers thought it was in their favor. Referee comes in and says that is actually in favor of the Thunder, so Brophy will set up the throw in. Collision there as Ryan trying to challenge for it as he's battling for position. He's going to be whistled for the foul is Jamie Ryan of the Panthers. Brophy and him scrum for it along that near sideline, and Brophy hit the deck. A little bit of substitution issues there as it looked like St. James was short one player momentarily for a second there, and the referee was asking if it was a substitution. He was well unaware that it was that St. James was short and that was fired there by Inna along the near side to the near post, but out of play it went. But some substitution mix-up was the momentarily stoppage of play. 7:20 left here in the half and in the game. Goal kick coming after the aired shot by Inna. And Inna's shot was relatively close as it almost hit the near side post. Foul on the Thunder. They're going to set up a free kick right across midfield for the Panthers. Panthers, if they want to try to get back into this contest, definitely going to have to pick up the pace on the offensive end. Ryan had the free kick. He's going to get it back after it was cleared by St. James Academy, and he loses it out along that far sideline right about midfield. Steven Leimbach and Tanner Gray back in for St. James Academy. Got 6 minutes left here in the game. Throw in for the Thunder. Can be tracked down by Chorus. Chorus chip pass for Brophy. Broken up. David Poole controls for the Panthers now. Poole working around a few defenders. Thunder regain. Lineback plays back to Hogue. Hogue back to Gardner. Gardner and the Thunder, you got to think, will try to keep possession here. Is that one going to be lost by Kinski? Beck now with it. Beck pushing along that far side. The speedster, leading goal scorer for the Panthers. He's working around everybody. He's got Gardner right there, and Gardner gets enough of it, I believe. It's going to go off his foot, I think. And indeed so. That's the first corner of the game for KC Christian, and it comes with 5 minutes left here in the contest. Definitely, if you're Coach Alan Chug, you would have wanted a little bit more set pieces like this. Corner opportunity from the near side for the Panthers early on. As Ryan played it toward the far side post, as Beck tries to fire a crossing pass in. Finds Ryan, but he's offsides. So that'll set up a free kick on the penalty for the Thunder. 4:40 now left here in the game. 2-0 is the score. For St. James Academy over KC Christian. Kinski gets a piece of it. Knocked up in the air. Tippin controlled. Try to get it over to the far side for Philip Tetz. David Poole now trying to get it for the Panthers. Poole finds Kettler. Quick pass ahead for Ryan. Tetz with it along the far side. Gets it broken up by the Thunder. Nice job anticipating the passing lanes for St. James. They've been able to do that on the defensive end today pretty frequently, especially in this second half, as they've been able to come up with some great plays. Goalkeeper substitution here for KC Christian. Matthew Frederick, the backup goalkeeper, coming in for the last 3:30 of the contest for the Panthers of KC Christian. Chorus now with it for the Thunder at midfield. Ahead for Brophy. Brophy knocks it down, gets it back to his teammate. Now one fired on by Lineback. Towards the goal, Frederick played it off the bounce. Frederick off the goal kick, trying to find one of his teammates along the far side. Going to be cleared by Gardner. Stays in play, trying to track it down, but it will be tracked down by Kirby. And it would have been out of play. Looked like maybe on Kirby. May have touched it, but it was a foul on St. James. So free kick for the Panthers. That one played up by Kirby to Poole along the far side. Poked away by the Thunder. Hogue now with it along the near side. Ahead for Brophy. Brophy loses possession to Beck. And that one is going to be a foul. Brophy takes a spill. Calvin Beck going to be issued a yellow card, and he's going to have to go take a seat. Substitution will come in for Beck. A little bit of frustration showing for the Panthers there. It'll be a throw in or just a free kick, excuse me, off the foul. Now they'll actually give it a throw in instead. It was out of bounds when the foul happened. So Limbeck set up the throw in, and that one fired towards the goal and picked up by Frederick. Minute 50 left here in the contest. It's going to be the 7th win of the season for St. James Academy. They'll be 7-7, and KC Christian will fall to the same record of 7-7. These two squads could possibly meet up once again in playoff time, depending on the matchups. Obviously have a different opponent in the first round of the playoffs, but could meet later on. Brophy now with it, trying to get around a defender, poked away by Poole. Gentry now with it. Minute 14. Panthers have been playing in the defensive end almost the entirety of the second half. Still trying to clear it here. That one got by Colress. Colress tries to fire it in there. It goes 5-hole underneath Frederick's leg. And a little bit of misfortune there for the goalkeeper, Frederick, who just checked in for KC Christian. But the third goal of the game for St. James Academy. Chris Colress getting the credit for that goal. Colress, a junior, had some great looks on goal in the first half. Just missing to the left, and then Pivovar coming up with a great save on a Colress attempt also in that first half. All those coming from distance, and that one nonetheless coming from distance as well. Another foul issued on the Panthers by Ryan. Free kick right across midfield with 25 seconds left in the game. So I was saying both these teams going to have identical records after this game, as Frederick plays it off the bounce. Thunder have it, and out of play it goes. Looks like he's going to set up the goal kick, and that's going to pretty much do it, as 10 seconds is left on the clock. So once this goal kick's put back into play, the whistle will probably be heard, and indeed it is. And that's going to do it here at Bishop Miege High School. St. James Academy wins this one 3-0 over KC Christian. All three goals coming in the second half. Definitely a hard-fought battle, but St. James picked up the pace in the second half and controlled it throughout. They were pretty much in the attacking side of across midfield in the entirety of the second half. A couple good looks for the Panthers of KC Christian on a couple fast break opportunities in the second half, but that's about it. 3 goals on the day for St. James Academy. The first one coming by senior Austin Murrell. The next 2 by Spencer Jones, a sophomore, and then Chris Colress. Just about a minute left in the game. Puts one in the back of the net from distance. He's a junior. That's his second goal of the season. Senior day here at Bishop Miege High School for St. James Academy. 12 seniors on the squad for St. James, so they get the victory on senior day. And that's going to do it here live on 810varsity.com. We'll have coverage of St. James' game against Washburn Rule on Monday at 6:15 p.m. So make sure to check out that one. As always, you can check out the games covered by 810varsity.com on YouTube. You can watch them as they're archived, all these St. James Academy games that have been covered by us here at 810varsity.com. They come away with the victory due the Thunder of St. James Academy here today, 3-0 over KC Christian.